Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. I am joined today by the one, the only, the infamous, I'm just kidding, the famous
Super.
Anthony.
Hello, everyone.
That was our second time doing that. You're welcome. No, today we have a special treat because Nintendo dropped this crazy, weird trailer for something they're calling Ring Fit Adventure. They hinted at it a few days ago, for like a week ago, I think, where they were showing off the Ring Con, which I guess now we know the names of the Ring Con, and the leg strap. But it didn't show what they were doing, it just showed different cities and...
Bunch of people doing something really weird.
Yeah, really weird stuff. And I was like, what is going on? I have to say, this is a different Nintendo than what we were dealing with back in the Wii U days, because back then they would have showed this during the Direct, which I don't know if that would have been a good idea. So it's kind of nice that they're kind of taking the more casual approach outside of their usual Directs, just showing that they're focusing on the core gamer, but at the same time they are not forgetting about the casual players. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, then we got this Ring Fit Adventure trailer reveal. And Anthony, what were your raw thoughts, impressions?
I mean, you already heard what I thought about the initial teaser trailer. That I mean, obviously, I was thinking, oh, this must be their their quality of life plan objective. I can't remember what they called it, but their fitness game plan, and wasn't sure what we were supposed to be doing with that. But after I saw the newest trailer, actually I read about it before I watched the trailer, and I have to admit that it's got me very intrigued now, because I think this might be the first time where they feel like they're kind of successfully incentivizing exercising the way that they're proposing. Because for me, in the past, like Wii Fit, I know it was super successful for a lot of people, and I think it sold like 43 million copies between the two of the two versions. So definitely a winner as far as sales go. But I remember I played the originals, like the Wii Fit games, maybe a handful of times before I just kind of fell off. And my thought was, like, okay, I guess it could help me improve my balance, but beyond that, like, I might as well just go to the gym, because I can reach my goals better there, and so
Faster too.
Yeah, so like I never really understood it, even though I thought it was cool that they were making that type of, they were trying to do that type of thing. This, however, actually makes me kind of want to do the exercise, just because of the incentive they provided in the kind of RPG-like story that they've attached to it. And from what I've watched and from what I've read, from other people reporting on it, it looks like it's actually a pretty solid adventure. Like, most of the time I feel like when people make a game like this, the RPG elements, such as if you could call them that, generally are really bare bones, and they don't really offer much to the experience. But this, I've heard from multiple sources, actually feels premium, and it looks premium
I've heard too.
At least as far as an RPG tied to exercising could be. I'm intrigued. I think I'll probably still keep my gym membership. But,
no kidding. Yeah, don't get rid of that.
No, but at the same time, like, I think it would be. It looks like it's a really clever way to make exercising fun, for especially for the people who struggle enjoying working out, and who therefore don't really ever have trouble getting themselves to do it. So I think that's awesome what they're doing, and it looks like a genuinely fun experience.
Raw impressions. I showed my wife the trailer, and her facial expression was pretty. If you've seen a raisin, you kind of know what her face did when she watched it.
She didn't like it, huh?
She thought it was a joke, so she treated it like a joke. And then she looked at me and she's like, wait, are they serious? I was like, yeah, this is a real thing. She's like, I thought it was a joke. I was like, no.
She's not known Nintendo long enough.
No, I guess not. But yeah, I kind of did the same thing when I first saw it. When I heard all the impressions coming out on the internet and all the positive things everyone's had to say about it, I'm not necessarily completely sold on it, but I kind of want to see how it feels and how it plays and how well the mechanics work and how deep this RPG really is. I'm kind of curious to see how far into the RPG realm that they kind of explore in this title here.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be like fleshed out super much in terms of its systems or even like its story. I imagine its story is going to be very bare bones, but it sounds like there's plenty to do there. And I think as you know, considering that its purpose is to kind of incentivize exercise, that in and of itself will lend it kind of a lasting appeal more than the game itself otherwise would have. I remember reading that someone said something to the effect of, if you were to play this game an hour a day, it would take you 3 to 4 months to finish the story. So
that's crazy.
That's a long game. I mean, you know,
that's a good exercise amount right there.
3 to 4 months. So if you did that, if you did that an hour a day, that's 30 hours a month. So that puts it to a 90 to 120 hour campaign. That's not trivial at all.
That's pretty decent right there.
Yeah, but I imagine the majority of it is, you know, just like running through areas and battling monsters. But I mean, again, you know, the point is to exercise and to kind of have more fun than you normally would doing it. So maybe that's enough to lend the experience depth, even if that's all you ever do. I don't know.
Right. I have a question for you though, because I've been listening to what people are saying on the internet, and there seems to be a little bit of concern whether as to how durable that ring con is.
I know,
and
that's
how long
one thing
it's
that
going to take for
too.
it to snap.
Yeah. I mean, the initial reports I heard, it sounded like people were saying it felt quite durable, but I mean, they obviously haven't been playing with it for very long. So...
And they haven't seen your muscles either.
Right. I mean, this definitely, right now at the very least, it kind of looks like it's a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, which means that it's going to be perfect for some and awful for others. I don't know. Like, maybe someday Nintendo will make iterations like rings with that are, you know, harder to, like, they're tougher, and so you have to push harder, and you know, like, that's good for,
that'd be nice
for one group of people, and then maybe they make ones that are not as tough, and that's, you know, for a different group. Of course, that means that now you're asking people to spend a lot of money on it.
I was going to ask that to you too. How much more do you think they're going to charge for this game with the ring con and the leg strap?
Heavens, I don't know. I mean, like, it doesn't seem like it should be very much, but at the same time, the ring itself, at least, sounds like it might be more than just, well, definitely is more than just, you know, a ring of plastic. So, I mean, considering Nintendo's track record for kind of charging premium prices for their peripherals and their controllers, I wouldn't be surprised if another one would cost, I don't know, like $40 or $50 a pop.
I was going to say like $100 bundle with the game and the ring con and with the leg strap or something.
No, I thought it was $80.
80?
I thought
only $20 more?
Yeah, but at the same time, I still feel like when they're selling it separately, they charge more.
That's true.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, like with the Switch, like the Switch is $300 for the system, the dock, and everything. But when you get the dock by itself, it's $80 stinking dollars. Like, you expect me to believe that that's how much it's contributing that much to the full bundle? I don't think so. I'm expecting that they'll charge a lot more for like ones that you buy outside of the bundle.
So if you're gonna buy this bundle, make sure to buy it physically, not digitally, so you get the better discounted price for the physical stuff. Anyway, moving on. So this weekend, Link's Awakening is coming to the Switch. Anthony, how do you feel? Are you excited? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think this might be one area that you should probably spend more time talking about. I will give you my preliminary thoughts, and then I'll let you take over. I mean, I love any Zelda game that comes out, and honestly, Link's Awakening is probably one of my favorites. And I definitely intend to pick it up, but I might not be a day one purchaser, and there's only one reason for that.
My jaw just dropped.
Yeah, well, I've already told you this before.
I know, but my jaw is still dropping.
I know. I played the snot out of the original. I played it over and over and over again throughout the years, and it's because it's such a good game, and that's why I still intend to get it again, especially since this one looks like such a solid remake. But from what I've heard, a lot of people have said, it's such a faithful remake that if you played the original, you've essentially played this one. Now, for me, that's not a bad thing, because obviously I've played the original so many times that I wouldn't mind playing it again, especially when it looks as nice as this, and just it looks like a very, very solid remake of one of the best Zelda games ever made, so there's nothing wrong with that. My backlog is just so full right now that it might not be the number one priority right now. I'm still working on Astral Chain, and then I've got Fire Emblem Three Houses next, which is a monumental undertaking in and of itself. So I might pick it up a little bit later, but I will say this though, that does not mean I'm not excited for it, and it definitely will be mine sometime soon. But now I'm going to turn the time over to you because you have never played this game, so take it away.
I have never played this game. Okay, I already pre-ordered it. It's already downloaded on my Switch. I'm just waiting for it to unlock Thursday night at 10:15, whatever time it unlocks the night before. And I'm going to be there that time, hopefully, with Astral Chain under my belt, finally. And I'll be ready to just digest this thing. I am so excited to have another Zelda game on the Switch, especially one that looks so good. And I don't know, I'm just dying to see what this story is, because I have no idea what the story is. I've never touched it before. I'm just thrilled. I'm super excited, even though I heard that the dungeon builder is kind of bare bones and kind of
disappointing to some people,
exciting and kind of disappointing to some people. Yeah, but I don't care. I want to see what that's like. I want to try it out. I want to do everything. I'm just going to eat that game up. And I cannot wait to get started. So bring it on. Yeah,
I've heard, too, from some people that, obviously this isn't the most technically amazing game, as far as graphics go, compared to, competitors. But I've heard more than one person say it doesn't matter. This is one of the most beautiful-looking games I've ever seen. And I guess, for a remake that's otherwise, so faithful to the original, that's kind of a nice thing to have under its belt. So
definitely.
And for all that I just said about not being sure I'm going to pick it up right away, I could see myself in the end just being like, no, I definitely want to replay this game. So now I'm going to get the new one. So it could be that my potentially heretical ways will be repented of by next week. We'll see.
It better be. I'm just kidding.
But I just have so much on my plate right now.
And then moving on to the last bit of news, the Switch Lite comes out this weekend too, the same day as Link's Awakening. I am not planning on getting one. Sorry, not for me. But I am intrigued, and I've heard actually really positive things about it from the people who have tried it. So if you're into that, good for you. I want to hear your thoughts.
Go ahead and grab it. It's coming out.
Go get it, because it looks awesome. I have to say, the color schemes look really good. And if I was going to get one, I think I'd go for a yellow.
I've heard a lot of people say they're kind of impressed with the thing. And I think I've warmed more to the idea that it's a perfect system for, for kids or more budget gamers, or both. That's a great way to really sell the system. And I do, I think even on this channel I've expressed some vehement opposition in the past. And I think on a personal level I still feel that way, but I think that this will do great things for Switch sales, so I guess I'm not against that. So
that's true. No, do well. But anyway, if you like this video, please give us a like. Please comment, and please don't forget to subscribe on your way out.
And thanks for listening, guys.
And until next time,
Keep it nerdy.
darn right.